Pharaoh Psusennes II, the last ruler of Egypt's 21st dynasty, stood as a crucial figure in a time when Egypt's power was divided. He was both pharaoh and high priest of Amun at Thebes, a position that signified immense religious and political authority. Psusennes II was born into the priestly lineage, being the son of Pinedjem II, a powerful high priest of Amun, and Istemkheb, a noblewoman with deep ties to Theban aristocracy. His daughter, Matkara B, later became the great royal wife of Osorkon I, solidifying connections with the Libyan rulers of the 22nd dynasty. During Psusennes II's reign, Egypt's landscape was fractured. While he held control over Thebes, the north was under the control of other Libyan rulers. This division marked a challenging period, but Psusennes II's greatness lay in his ability to sustain his power in Thebes and manage diplomatic relationships with the emerging Libyan rulers. His role as high priest gave him unrivaled spiritual influence over Upper Egypt, allowing him to maintain loyalty among Theban elites and secure the continuation of Egypt's ancient religious practices. Despite these challenges, Psusennes II represented a symbolic continuity of the pharaoh's divine rule. The office of the pharaoh, even if weakened politically, still carried divine significance. Through his religious authority, Psusennes II played a key role in the preservation of the cult of Amun, one of the most powerful deities in Egyptian belief. The construction of temples and religious monuments in his name and in honor of the gods was a testament to his ability to hold on to the grandeur that ancient Egypt was known for. His daughter Matkare B further demonstrated the importance of the pharaoh's lineage. By becoming the great royal wife of Osorkon I, she bridged the 21st and 22nd dynasties, allowing the legacy of Psusennes II's family to continue through Egypt's subsequent rulers. This continuity of royal bloodlines shows the enduring influence that Psusennes II had even after his reign. The greatness of this period lies not in military conquests or territorial expansion, but in the preservation of Egypt's ancient religious and cultural identity amidst a time of change and foreign influence. Psusennes II's reign highlights the resilience of Egypt's spiritual heritage. He held on to the sacred traditions of the past while allowing for new political dynamics to take shape, showing that true greatness is not always measured by power, but by the ability to adapt while staying rooted in one's history. In reflecting upon this past, we are reminded of the importance of resilience and adaptability. Like Psusennes II, we can maintain our core values and traditions, even in times of uncertainty and division. Greatness is not only in our achievements, but in our ability to hold on to what defines us, our beliefs, our culture, and our legacy, while navigating change. In understanding this, we tap into a deeper self-knowledge, one that shows us how history's lessons can guide our present and future paths. As Pharaoh Psusennes II moved further into his reign, he faced the constant challenge of holding Egypt's spiritual and political identity intact. The power of the pharaoh was not what it once had been, fragmented by Libyan influence in the delta and weakened by internal divisions. Yet Psusennes II's role as both pharaoh and high priest of Amun gave him a unique advantage, allowing him to maintain his influence over Upper Egypt with divine authority at the core of his rule. His governance was not driven by military might or grand territorial expansions, but through the maintenance of Egypt's sacred institutions. As high priest of Amun, Psusennes II safeguarded the religious sanctity of Thebes, the heart of Egyptian spirituality. The temples of Amun, built with towering obelisks and great halls of worship, were not merely stone structures. They were symbols of Egypt's eternal bond with the divine. Psusennes II understood that by upholding these sacred traditions, he could keep the spirit of Egypt alive, even as political power shifted around him. Psusennes II's foresight can be seen in the alliances he fostered through his family, particularly through his daughter Matkari-B's marriage to Osorkon-Ma. The Libyans, who were rising in prominence, were slowly integrating themselves into Egyptian society, and Psusennes II realized that to preserve Egypt's legacy, forging these ties would be essential. By aligning the priestly house of Thebes with the emerging Libyan dynasty, Psusennes II ensured that Egypt's religious and cultural traditions would not be overshadowed by foreign rulers, but instead would continue, woven into the new fabric of power. Though much of his reign was marked by an era of consolidation rather than expansion, Psusennes II understood that his greatness would be measured not by the size of Egypt's borders, but by the endurance of its heart, Thebes, the city of Amun. In his temples, rituals continued and the gods were worshipped just as they had been for centuries. His reign, in this sense, was a bridge between the old and the new, ensuring that Egypt's sacred lineage remained unbroken. This period of transition, where the power of the Libyan dynasties would eventually rise and take control of both Upper and Lower Egypt, was managed through careful diplomacy and religious authority. Psusennes II's reign teaches us that greatness is not solely found in domination or conquest. Sometimes, the strength of a ruler lies in their ability to recognize change and adapt, while still holding on to the essence of what defines their civilization. In closing, Psusennes II's life is a reminder of the quiet, enduring power of tradition and faith. He may not have expanded Egypt's borders, but he preserved its soul. His greatness was in his ability to navigate a world in flux, while ensuring that Egypt's ancient spiritual practices and culture would live on. This serves as a lesson to us all, that true greatness is often found in our ability to stay grounded in what we value most, even as the world around us changes. Like Psusennes II, we can maintain our own traditions and beliefs, and through them, ensure that our legacy endures. In understanding the past, we see that our strength comes from within. By reflecting on the lessons of rulers like Psusennes II, we gain insight into the power of patience, preservation, and adaptability. In times of uncertainty, it is our roots, our core values that allow us to thrive. True self-knowledge is found in this awareness, knowing that what we build within ourselves can be the lasting legacy we leave behind, just as the pharaohs left their indelible mark on history. Kindly click like, subscribe, and share this channel.